Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Rebel Galaxy, and we are about to go meet Aunt Juno here in Lehigh. Jump gate to the Viriax system. Now, in terms of what we have some hot cargo on the Wadjitsai right now. We got 7 units of Narco-Cola and 1 unit of live organs. So we need to make sure that, well, we don't get pulled over by any militia. And everything else, I think, is in pretty good shape. We've got almost 4.5 million credits, which is amazing. Definitely going to help us when we start making the very, very long trek to Mark 6 gear. But speaking of money, there's a distress beacon. Let's see how we go from here. I'll tell you what, guys, my lungs are not in the best of shape today. There's been much coughing and hacking. Last night, with a combination of dreams and restlessness and basically everything, a whole bunch of different factors, I woke up about, I would honestly say, 20 times or so over the course of last night. So now I am definitely having a Monday. Well, we got that one done. That was for over 70,000. After we take this grill leecher on, let's see if these traders will have anything. We'll be able to take any of this Narco-Cola or live organs off of our hands. There we are. Getting used to taking down the grill here.
What can I help you with? Yeah, we can do business.
Ah, he'll buy the live organs.
Pleasure doing business. Yeah, we can do business. Safe traveling.
That was one. Was there another merchant ship nearby? Or did they already make the jump to warp? I think they already made the jump to warp, unfortunately. So, we'll continue on here. I've realized over time, I don't know how many of you guys have seen the movie Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. It's one of my favorite movies. But, oh, hell's bells. Why are there so many grill in this system? And why do they have a thing with me? Well, I have destroyed a lot of their stuff, so I guess that makes sense. But we're just going to go ahead and continue this way. We'll shoot some flak off. Oh, don't die, Steve.
Engines are no longer impaired. Engines impaired.
Yeah, fall back, Steve. We got to get out of here. I don't want to really have to spend another 100,000 on you.
Engines are no longer impaired.
There we go. Now, fortunately, Steve takes care of his own repair costs, so we just need to get to station, and he'll be back to ship shape in no time. I'm really glad that the ion weaponry that disables electronics doesn't disable Steve, too. That would be unfortunate. But the more I've watched Knight's Tale, the more I realize that Paul Bettany's Geoffrey Chaucer is kind of my spirit animal, I've realized. He's a master of trodging. And if you don't know what trodging is, you should watch the movie. It's really good if you haven't seen it. Watch it again even if you haven't. Or if you have seen it. It's definitely worth a repeat viewing. Oh, hole. That's not good. Oh, and Steve is not in the... That's not nice. Well, I'll tell you what, Steve. Take out as many as you can before the end. Yeah, take a powder if you need to, Steve. So now we're dealing with some of the Viriax heavier ships. We were usually dealing with the corvettes or the little gunships in the last fight. It's a cool ship design, though. And they're just coming out of these weird spatial anomalies. Their own little warp jumps. As soon as we take care of the guns, we'll be in, or the fighters, we should be in good shape. Fortunately, it looks like their main weapons don't do that much. And maybe that's just the upgrades that we have to the Wadget's Eye, but... I'm sure you're saying very lovely things to me. With your unintelligible script. Steve's still in the fight. Let's go help him out some. Gunship down, and we got 3 light frigates in need of pummeling. That's one. Maybe we need to grab some bio waste, then we can find out who the Viriax are. Do a little CSI. The missile frigate. So this is the flagship of the attack. We are still going through the armor, though. There we are. Hit with all guns. And done. Ooh. Mark V leech rocket turret. Excellent. Now, ordnance crate, gold. We'll take the gold. And metallic ore. Well, that could have been worse. So the Viriax are after Trell, obviously. Now, distress beacon, where are we? Oh, we're back here at one of the systems that we've been at many, many times before. Let's see what we got. Murath assault bomber. Oh, this is easy mode right here. Got 13,000.
What can I help you with?
Would you like to buy some organs? Or some narco-cola?
Yeah, we can do business.
Oh.
Would you have pleasure?
Okay, you just want the metallic ore.
Would you fly safe, friend?
Fine, be that way. Well, we better not keep Juno waiting. I was up last night. I went to bed pretty late too, and I don't know why I was well, I do know why my sleep was so restless, but that's a story for another day. But man, it's just I was working on a Twitch, or not a Twitch, but a stream overlay for my Friday night live streams that I think you guys are gonna like. It's simple but effective. Because I don't like the streamers who have the overlays that are too busy. And I think I found a good balance. I hope you guys like it, those who watch the Friday night streams. So Steve should be repaired now. Commodities. Oh, we had some pure water. I did not notice that. We will sell that. And sell the gold. And the Narco Cola is marked down, but let's go ahead and just get rid of it. That gives us over 4.5. And, oh, there's Groon, or, Grood. Let's go ahead and talk to Juno. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I didn't know if, I thought Steve may have died because it was letting us, never mind.
Glad you made it here in one piece. I thought the heat might be off, but it looks like it's just getting turned up.
Tell me about it. Seems like everyone and their mother is gunning for me these days.
It's down to Trell, of course. But the reason I asked you to meet me, well, there's a new player, and they're a nasty piece of work.
The Viriax, you mean? Yeah, we're acquainted.
Well then, I'm sorry I wasn't able to warn you sooner. My contacts tell me they're showing up all over. High-tech weaponry, and they come out of nowhere. Don't tend to leave any survivors behind.
Yeah, we witnessed that firsthand on the way here, only I was the one who left no survivors.
They've been popping up, tearing convoys apart, looking for something. Some militia comms officers intercepted some of their transmissions and managed to decode them. One word came up over and over. Relic. I think we know what that means.
And I think I know why. Trell's recovered a lot of her memory, and it sounds like she might have the ability to open a jump gate to just about anywhere.
Phew. Well, there's plenty of folks who'd kill to have that. And it looks like right now half the sector has you in its sights. Maybe it's time to give her up to someone with a little more firepower.
Trell's made it pretty clear she's not interested in that.
Well, in that case, I'll keep my ears open. But you'd best keep a low profile, kid. I'm kind of fond of you.
Thanks, Juno. You stay out of trouble.
Watch yourself now.
Well, so far so good. Now, I'm pretty sure we'll be talking to Trell as soon as we depart the station and see where our next move is. I'm surprised we haven't got a message from Kofax. See, look at the rings, guys. They're in the background. That just looks so cool. Love it. So either we're gonna get a hail, or the Viriax are gonna come out of nowhere, I would assume. Let's look at... Yeah, we've got no missions whatsoever.
Incoming hail.
There we are.
I know this is highly unusual, but I'm glad we were able to find and contact you. I've got a proposition for you.
I am really glad I emptied the cargo hold of all my narco-cola. What's this all about?
Your assistance in repelling the Viriax attack didn't go unnoticed. We have a little project we're putting together that could use someone like you. And since you're already in the know, we don't need clearance to have this discussion.
And what sort of little project is that?
That'll have to wait for an in-person meeting. I can promise you that we'll make it worth your while. I won't ask that you answer just now, but I'm sending along the coordinates to the location. Someone will be there if you decide to take us up on it.
I'll think about it.
Good. That's all I can ask.
And the militia meetup is also orange, so we might as well head that direction as well. Kofax really hasn't gotten a hold of us with any new mercenary missions since we took out that dreadnought. So... you guys are really out of your league right now. And I feel like letting out some aggression, so I'm sorry, guys. Woo! Red lasers everywhere. See, with all of our improvements and everything here on the ship... Oh, we need to sell that surplus leech cannon we got earlier. With all of our improvements here to the Wadget's Eye, we're just chopping beef in these sectors of space. No need to be sloppy, though. There was a nice bounty. We got one more strike frigate to go. And you're done. So there was a lot of soy paste, gold, that's what I wanted. I really don't want to load up on stuff that's not really worth my time anymore. Such as soy paste and nuts and bolts. Unless we can use the nuts and bolts to repair the ship, there's really no point in carrying them because they're so cheap. Oh, hell's bells. What next? No, come on, Steve. We're actually doing them a big favor by letting them live. Murath everywhere. Now, we have to go back to Persephone for the militia meetup. Are we heading to the same base that we were at when the Viriax first attacked? Only one way to find out.
Accelerating to sublight.
Well, possibly. Let's see.
Stellar map.
Oh, we gotta make another jump. Whoops. I think I've said this in a previous episode, but I think it would be really cool that when you did something like this, looked at the mission log and the cargo hold and all that, a cool thing that they could have done, and I understand why they didn't, because it would have took a lot of time. I think this should have been like a cockpit view of the inside of your ship, and each different type of ship would have a different cockpit, just because it makes you feel more attached, I guess, to the type of ship. I'd really like to see what the inside of the Wadget's Eye cockpit looks like. Whoops. Did I just pass the jump point? Yes, I did. And maybe in the cargo hold, you'd actually see the cargo hold. Oh, I was threading the needle there. Usually I drop out of warp right as I hit that area.
Accelerating to sublight.
So, speaking of live organs, if anyone has any lungs they would like to donate to me, like fully functional, 100% like good lungs, I'll be more than happy to take those off your hands and put them in my where my lungs are supposed to be. I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, Persephone. What fresh hell are you gonna put on us now?
Collision warning.
I still haven't found
Accelerating to
any of the militia meetup. Now, this is in a new area, so it's not at the starbase.
Location of the last fragment, but there are complications.
What complications?
Initiating contact. I have roughly located what I guess to be the last fragment of my reliquary, but I believe it will be an interesting prospect to recover.
I think most of them have been interesting to recover, but go on.
The fragment is located in the Charon system. Charon is currently unreachable via jump gate, as subspace disturbances have impaired gate stability for decades.
But you have a plan, and that's where the Viriax are from.
I do. As I mentioned, I have the ability to fold subspace and generate a temporary gate, although this is not without risk.
But you think the risk is acceptable?
I believe it may be. I mentioned this also because the meeting location provided by the militia is in a system well positioned to generate such a gate. Perhaps this is not a coincidence. We should meet with the militia and see what they have to say.
I agree. Interesting. So, I bet the militia, we may have to take on the militia. The militia might want Trell for themselves. The ability to make their own jump gates would make the militia a very, very substantial force to be reckoned with. So, right now I'm of the position of DTA, which is don't trust anyone. Let's check the unidentified signal. Oh, never mind. It disappeared.
Accelerating to sublight.
It might have blown up. But we'll see. I knew we were going to have to go to that Charon system eventually. Corians! Of course, Corians. Step up.
Engines impaired.
Those are some pretty nasty missiles, though, I have to say. So, let's make sure we take down these guys quick. Looks like we have a militia cruiser helping us out. I think so. What is that? Oh, it's a Red Devil Gargantua. Hell's bells. We walked right into a smackdown. So, we know what to do when it's not our business. We'll just keep on keeping on. Any ship that's named after a Godzilla-style monster is probably not something we want to tangle with. I think there was a Gargantua as one of the Toho Godzilla creations. If not, I know there's at least a movie called Gargantua. Alright. Anytime now.
Engines are no longer impaired.
Thank you. That ion burst lasts for a long time.
The militia appear to be constructing a jump gate at this location. We may be able to obviate the need for such device.
And we got an incoming message.
Hail. Nebula interference detected.
Glad to see you at least hear me out. As you can see, we've got a small research facility set up here.
That looks like a jump gate you're constructing. A big one.
It is. We've been analyzing the anomalies that the Viriax leave behind when they enter our space. I'm not a scientist, but they tell me they can approximate an origin point for those anomalies that traces back to the Charon system.
It's funny you should mention the Charon system. So, you're building a gate there?
Yes. Subspace instability collapsed the old gates, and civilian scientists here have been working on a new stabilizing technology. We're co-opting their research and putting some muscle into getting it online faster. We need to enter Charon and find out what's going on.
And where do I fit in?
Assuming we can get the gate open, it's quite possible we'll be facing a large force of Viriax craft since the portal is bidirectional. You've proved you can hold your own, and we can use the support.
If you get the gate open? Well, I may be able to help out in another way, on one condition.
I'm gonna need a little more than that.
It's a long story, but the upshot is that I think I can open the gate for you right now.
Really? I'm skeptical. But alright, let's say you can. What's his condition you mentioned?
That you let me fly through it. There's something in the system that I need.
If you can open the gate to Charon, I'm not sure we could stop you anyway. But alright, I'm curious. Let's see this minor miracle.
Cross your fingers.
If you are so kind, I'll attempt to open the gateway now.
Well, the mission risk is high, so
The gateway has been opened.
hold on to your butts. Or do we have to...
I'll be damned. How in the hell did you pull that off? We're analyzing the gateway now. It appears to be stable.
Indeed.
Full stop.
Hang on. We're detecting a disturbance. Looks like we've got company.
Uh-oh.
Viriax craft are using the gateway. Get your guns out, kids.
Stupid two-way doors.
At maximum. Enemy craft inbound. Threat level dread.
Well, we got the militia to support us, so that's good. And we got a militia dreadnought helping us. I have this sneaking suspicion that these ships are going to lull us into a false sense of security. Because these are just corvettes and light frigates. Once we see their heavy stuff, it's gonna be bad. There's gonna be a lot of
Target destroyed.
gnashing of teeth and pain and suffering and boom. Viriax Banshee. I guess these are militia designations for the ships. I guess that makes sense. I can see now, though, that it was a really good idea to upgrade my graphics card because some of these huge battles that we've been into lately, it's a really good thing. Hello there. There's the big ships. A Viriax Destroyer. Militia Dreadstar. Ooh. So, let's, fortunately, we got the Dreadstar here as backup. Now we just have the missile frigate. These guys are going to have a lot of salvage for us. And they're carrying live organs, too. But I have a feeling that it's not for any kind of black market reasoning. Saw a cargo container. Mark V Viriax MIRV turrets. I don't know what that means, but I'm curious to find out. A Viriax vampire? We will fire off the garlic beams then. Must be their smaller attack craft. I want to focus I want to focus on the vampire here.
Target eliminated.
Give our full attention. There we go. And the vampire screeches. That makes perfect sense. Really. Now, I wonder if this is just going to be the second wave. And we're going to see their big ships coming up. This reminds me a lot of Wing Commander Prophecy, actually. It's not the most popular of the Wing Commanders in the franchise, and rightfully so. But the fight with the giant portal with the Nathrak aliens, getting a lot of flashbacks here. Alright, goodbye, missile frigate.
I think that's the last of them.
Mark 6
You're gonna head
turret.
through the gate. Now's the time. We're sending ships in as well. Good luck.
Alright, well, let us grab our salvage here first. And I really doubt there's going to be any places to, yeah, there's probably not going to be any places to sell our cargo. I don't believe. But we have a little bit of time left in the episode, so let's go ahead and be bold here. We'll grab the tachyon salt, gold. Make sure we grab everything that we need. Ram into the fresh gate. And let's jump. Okay.
Craft inbound.
What we got?
Stellar map.
So apparently not that bad. The commerce is still here. Huh. Well, let's go ahead and head to the Hades X station. Sounds like a lovely place.
Looks like your gate held together. We've all got our fingers and toes. Thanks for your help. We've got our own business to attend to, so we'll leave you to it. Watch yourself out there. Here's hoping your gate stays open long enough for all of us to get home.
Amen. There's probably some big money opportunities here as well.
I am attempting to locate the remaining reliquary fragment in the system. However, the subspace interference which disrupts stable gateways is having a similar effect on my scans.
Well, I'm sure you'll get it fixed, Trell. You always do.
Exiting sublight.
But I guess there are just people who have had to deal with the Viriax here in this station forever and a day. Now, let's take a look. We'll sell off all of our stuff here in a sec, but I need to look at our surplus. This captured Viriax MIRV turret fires a single missile that splits into 3 independent warheads. And then we got these ones that'll go for about $1 million each. So let's go ahead and sell the leech turret. But I am curious as to what these can do. Mark 6 mining laser. I don't know. I guess I'll have to look at that a bit off camera, but I think we've got some definite potential here to work with. And I will... Well, actually, let's visit the bar and see who's here. Oh, okay. Well, apparently our mercenary friends have wasted no time going through the portal themselves. So I will end the episode here, guys. When we come back, we'll explore the rest of this system and see what kind of money we can make here. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.